Yeah, it's very hot. 30 degrees again. There's no shade anywhere. I've checked on Park for Night in case there's anyone nearby. It might be a bit shadier, but there's nothing mentioned on there either. So I'm stuck with sitting in the sun for about 3 hours. Anyway, hopefully everything goes okay. And tomorrow tea time, I should be in Italy. That's the plan anyway. Well, that's the boat I'm going on. And to be honest, it's a bit of a shock because it's absolutely tiny. The last one I came on, Ancona, which went to Patras, was probably 3 times that size, maybe 4 times that size. It was more like an ocean liner, whereas this thing looks like the sort of thing that goes to the Isle of Wight. So I can't imagine as much in the way of facilities on board, to be perfectly honest. There may be a small canteen looking at it, that's a lot. I'm stunned. Anyway, I've got a cabin with a window, so hopefully it'll be acceptable in there, but that's definitely the boat, the Florencia. Right, this is my cabin, single occupancy, with 2 single beds. It can take 4 people because there's obviously upper bunks as well, but I've got it on my own. Presumably COVID regulations and things changed that. I did have to share one of these once with an Eastern European truck driver who was rather odd in his behaviour, shall we say. But anyway, that's a story for another time. So anyway, 2 bunks, table, chair, wardrobe, and a small toilet compartment, which is similar in size to the ones in the hotel premier class type establishments in France. Perfectly adequate. I've just used the shower because I've been sitting outside boiling in massive temperatures for hours. And the other good thing is the place is, I would say, aggressively air conditioned. It's very cool in here, it's lovely. An absolute joy. So this is my home for the next 20, well, they're always late, so probably 22 hours. I got a room with a view because it was only £7 more, I think. So I'm right at the front of the boat, looking out. So not a bad place to be, really. Right, I'll give you a parting shot of Greece. The sun's starting to drop quite quickly. We're not ready to sail yet. I suspect the sun will be pretty much gone by the time we move. There's also nothing open. The cell service is not open, the bars are not open. I'm hoping they will be by the time we leave, so we can redo the beer, but anyway. And there's very little outdoor space on this boat. I suspect it's mainly been used for freight over the years, rather than carrying passengers in great numbers. Right guys, I drove till about 1:30, 2 in the morning from Ancona, and I'm in a small village near Cuneo. I'm only a couple of hours from the French border now. I still don't know if the road's open. The route planner says it's okay, but it said it was okay when it came over and there were roadworks. So I just have to go and see. Anyway, this is where I spent the night. It is a dedicated motorhome stop right next to the Carabinieri. So it's quiet in the sense there's no one messing around late at night. But there's a school there and there's recycling there. So from about 7:30 this morning it's quite noisy with people going about their business. But I can't complain. It's a very nice stop. Free of charge. So thank you to the citizens of Cherasco for providing this. Maximum 48-hour park up, this one. There's also electric, which I didn't bother investigating last night because it was so late, it didn't matter. But I assume it's coin operated. Quick look. Yes, coin operated. But still available if you need it. Very good. Onward and upward. Right, the sign just said there's 10 hairpins in the next 2 kilometres. So, and they're tight and high, so it gives you an idea. But this is one of my favourite ways into France. It's nearly always quiet. The other option is to go further north through Frasers and Grenoble, which is a really busy route. I don't like it. So, and it's very, very scenic, particularly on a lovely day like this. Oh, we're losing our Fiat Panda. Bye bye, Panda. And up we go. There's the sign for France, 1 kilometre. So it's all downhill from there. Right, I moved up to the Loire Valley, where there are 2 events over the weekend. I'm hoping to get to both of them. And just to give you a little taster, I bumped into this beautiful 104 on the way. And then I just moved onto the campsite, which is a wonderful little shady place. And what pulls in but this magnificent, and it is magnificent, Panhard Diner from the probably early to mid 50s, absolutely superb, convertible, two-tone grey, two-tone green I should say. Absolutely beautiful car. Look at those hubcaps. Absolutely brilliant. So I picked the right campsite because I've got another couple to show you. But this one just rolled in and I could not do anything but run over and photograph it. Absolutely stunning. And in another corner of the field is a fabulous little Fiat 500 with a miniature caravan, which is an open-topped trailer. Obviously it's the place people are stopping at before they go to the show tomorrow. And then walking back to the van, and it's a lovely shady campsite. It's really €15 a night. It's on a lake. Wonderfully shady, beautiful place, absolute bargain. And behind the van, as you can probably see, is a mattress sink Rancho. A car I would most definitely like to own myself. I shall look at that later when the chat moves on. And still they're arriving. We have a Renault service van, Renault full service van, an F4 being brought in on a trailer, and then strolling into town as I just walk past the barrier, we have an Opel GT, behind which is a mobilette, classic mobilette, and then another Opel, and then across the way a very rare, very rare Renault Rambler, which is incredibly rare. It's basically an American AMC, I think. I'll have to think about that one. I think it's AMC. But basically, an American car, badged as a Renault, sold here in the late 50s into early 60s, I think. Very rare car. And then behind that, another Opel. Beautiful colour. And then a Renault 4. And in the corner, no money. Je suis pauvre. A selection of classic mopeds, obviously out of the random of some sort. Motorbicanes in the main, MBK motorbicane, dating 50s, 60s, 70s. Peugeot, an interloper, but I think somewhere down the line I think they were connected. My moped knowledge isn't that brilliant, but obviously out on a run, presumably going to the show tomorrow as well. My, what a wonderful campsite to have chosen. So we'll look inside this Rambler, pure 100% American, just with that badge on. Renault. It's in superb condition again. Flawless paintwork, so I spent a lot of time and money on this. somewhere I've got a French magazine article on Renault Ramblers. I must try and dig it out. Walking down to the shops, and then in the village itself, we'll come for a walk round to have a look. I'm starting to regret it because it's 30 degrees according to the temperature sign outside the chemist. There's a Mahari. A Mairie, as the French call it. It's an early one because it's got the Mark 1 type grille. It's got the ailerons at the back, and it's got the early dash with the early switches and the warning light for the regulator. They also left the key in it, so they're very trusting. So yes, an early one. Obviously been rebuilt very nicely too. The rear lights are not standard, they should be red and yellow, or red and orange. But yeah, nice early Mahari. So since I've been away, the Aronde has turned up at the campsite as well, which is another superbly restored car. I'm stunned at some of these cars. It's beautiful condition. Obviously had a lot of time and money spent on it. Even all the mechanical parts, which you won't be able to see, but I can looking in there, have all been painted and sorted. And a Ron Special. You can probably hear one of the Moby gang behind me leaving. And across the way, next to the Opel we saw before, and a Cadillac turned up. Looks like it may be a camping car conversion. Got curtains in the back. Again, lovely condition. It's had a bit of work at the bottom of the petrol tank cover, but generally very, very nice. Lovely colour of green as well. So there we go. Obviously the place to be.